The Boy Who Planted a Lie. Have you ever made a small mistake and instead of telling the truth, you told a little white lie, hoping it would make the problem go away? In a village nestled by a quiet river, a little boy named Finn was about to learn that a lie is a very strange kind of seed. Finn was a kind and thoughtful boy. His most important job in the whole village was to watch over the beautiful town bell. It was a magnificent golden bell that was rung only on the most special of occasions. His only rule was never ever ring the bell, just for fun. One sunny afternoon, Finn was polishing the bell. He looked at the long, silken rope, and a mischievous thought popped into his head. I wonder what it sounds like. Just one little ding, he thought. He gave the rope the tiniest of tugs, but the bell was so perfectly balanced that even the tiniest tug was enough. A loud, beautiful bong echoed through the entire valley. Immediately, all the villagers came running from their homes and their fields. What is it? Is there an announcement? Is the king visiting? They all asked, their faces full of excitement. Finn's heart dropped into his shoes. He hadn't meant to cause such a commotion. He was scared of getting into trouble, so instead of telling the truth, he planted a little lie. A giant purple dragon, he stammered. I saw it flying over the mountain. I had to warn you. The villagers gasped. A dragon, how exciting. For a moment, Finn felt a thrill. His story was much more interesting than the truth, but his thrill quickly faded. The villagers weren't just excited, they were scared. They barred their doors and hid their children. The happy, bustling village became quiet and fearful. The lie had started to grow. It wasn't a little white lie anymore. It was a big, thorny weed of fear that was choking the whole village. Feeling a heavy weight in his heart, Finn went to the wisest person he knew, the old woman who tended the village gardens, Alara. He told her everything. Alara listened patiently, her hands gently tending to a small rose bush. A lie is a strange seed, little one, she said softly. It can grow into a big thorny bush very quickly, and its thorns can prick many people. But the good news, she continued, is that the only way to get rid of a thorny weed is to pull it up by its roots. How do I do that? Finn asked. With the truth, she said. The truth is the strongest shovel in the world. Finn knew she was right. The heavy secret was much worse than any trouble he could be in. He took a deep breath, went to the center of the village, and rang the bell again. When everyone had gathered, their faces full of fear, he told them the truth. There is no dragon, he said, his voice small but clear. I rang the bell because I was curious, and then I was scared, so I told a lie. I am so sorry I frightened all of you. A hush fell over the village. Then the head baker smiled. Well, he said, it was a very exciting story. Everyone laughed, and the fear that had gripped the village vanished, replaced by the warmth of forgiveness. Finn had learned a very important lesson. A lie, even a small one, can grow into a big, tangled problem, but the truth, even when it's hard to say, has the power to pull up any weed and let the sunshine back in. And while the little boy learned that the truth is the strongest shovel of all, a little rabbit in a far-off meadow was learning a very different lesson about what happens when you are so busy worrying about tomorrow that you forget to enjoy today. Subscribe to Storiella so you don't miss his adventure.